Does he have to have a degree? Does he have to have a degree? I mean, here's the thing. What actually is a degree? Degree is a piece of paper saying that you accomplished something. No, I don't have a degree. I dropped out of school. GED. Of course, after I got my GED, I did ascertain to do my 4 years of college, business, psychology, Christian counseling, and this was over 20 years ago. And when I just hear it, I'm like, he's got to have a degree. He's got to, no. He does not have to have a degree. A lot of drug dealers that's making thousands upon thousands of dollars a day, they don't have a degree. A lot of business owners, our degree comes from the School of Hard Knocks, starting a business. That man that you get has got to be able to have the ability to go and get it from the mud. Go and make something with his hands. We live in a society that says your degree is everything. I know a lot of broke people with degrees. I put it this way. I was having a conversation last night. I said, and I have to use, and I have to go back to my father. I said, my father's making this amount of money right now per year. I was making that amount of money in my early 30s, and we're talking about to the tune of $26,000 a month, $30,000 a month, and that probably in that very short span of time I've made what my father has made over a lifetime without a degree. And I'm still bringing in a nice pretty penny. That man that you get has got to have the ability. I'm not going to really say the potential. I'm going to say the ability, because the ability and potential are two different things. You can look at somebody and say, well, I think he has potential. The ability is something, the actions. This dude has the ability. I've seen his actions. He's got to have that. And at the same time, he's got to not want to stay stagnant. In my case, no degree, running a full business, and I have the ability to literally start another one, to go and get it out the mud, build it from the ground up. That's my talent. I can go back and I can work for corporate America, but at the same time, I haven't done that in over almost 15 years. So if I do decide to go that way, I've got to have the ability to talk myself into a decent paying position. At the same time, it's like, okay, I also would love to go back to school, but I'm not going back to school for what society says, well, you got to have this, you got to have that. At this time in my life, I'm able to go back to school for my passions. Yeah, I like storm chasing. I like photography. You guys see me do the music thing. I'll go to school for that, and I'll breeze right through it. I'll breeze right through school with anything, because I did it with business. I did it with psychology. I held above a 4.0 average or GPA. I have the ability to do that, but I'm not going to do it for something that I think I might like to do. I'm going to do it for something that, hey, as soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm on the keys, and I like to pass that information on to somebody else. I would actually go to school so that I can help somebody else get a higher level of education. Think about that. So I'm not actually going to school for me at that point. I'm going to school for the pupils or the people that I want to teach, so I can provide them a better service. So does he have to have a degree? Nope. A lot of people don't have degrees. A lot of us trade guys don't have degrees. But what we do have is we have knowledge, we have experience, If we want to continue that, you know, we can go out to get our contracting license. We can go back to school for more certifications so that we can be more versatile in what we do. So just keep that in mind. I saw Boyce Watkins post some of the most highest paying jobs that were in healthcare. Let's not forget about the trades. We keep forgetting about that trade. We keep forgetting about that auto mechanic we forget about the master mechanics. You know, those are the guys with all their badges, and you could bring them a BMW, they could, bam, that's the problem. You could bring this. I was taking my wife out with me yesterday, and she saw what I did. She said, "How can you hear those things? How can you hear something? I can't hear it." I was like, as a mechanic, we can notice certain things that the average ear isn't attuned to. I said, you hear that whining noise? Those are bearings. You hear that? And all these things, they're like superpowers. Superpowers, they're like skills. You hear that? You hear that ticking, ticking, ticking. And here's the thing. We're able to call a problem before it even gets any worse. And what that leads to is that leads to more money. More of this. Telling the customer, hey, you see this? That's going to be a problem down the line. You know, so keep that in mind. Does he have to have does he have to have a degree? No. Now, if he wants to go back and get his degree when he makes money with his hands, by all means. You know, there are certain things that society has taught us that I would say, no, that's not necessarily correct. What's your guys' thoughts on this? Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'm going to start throwing more information about this out there.